So got all of the stuff now put onto the table. Just one of them was parted out. Well, actually two of them, just to show what stuff goes where. So now I've got this big pile of Lego from it, and it's next up, and it just is fun to circle around it like this. It's like drone footage or something like that. So I'm just gonna do this for a few more seconds, just to show how cool it is and stuff like that. And so yeah, lots of stuff here, and then there's spiders, and so yeah, going to basically just go through this and part it out into all of the containers and stuff like that. So I'll work on this stuff now. Just finished sorting it all, so these ones here are new ones, and then these here have to be consolidated, and then there's some of the stuff in those boxes over there that is new as well. So I'm just going through all the stuff. I can't do that one right now, but then let's check this one here for $32.73. So these go to drawer $32.73. So I'll just grab that drawer for a second. Bring it over to the cart, just because I'm doing this with one hand, and then get all the spiders, and then it's difficult with one hand. So pick that up, put that in here, and then put the spiders in here, and then this goes back to $32.73, which is that there, and then the empty drawer goes away, and then I rinse and repeat with all the others. So I have these parts set aside, going to be building them up as minifigures for just selling them as complete minifigures. So there's going to be 25 of those, so I'm going to work on that in a little bit. But then all of these guys will have to go away. These ones here are being consolidated because like these can't fit in this drawer and stuff like that. And then have to go into boxes. But then all in for excluding the minifigures is $855. But then there's about $65 of skeletons. So then all in, it's I have it up on a different tab here. All in, it's $917.50 for this stuff here. So yeah, that's 2,900 items. And for the purple space helmets, price them at $1.42 a piece. That's the cheapest with quantity. Also went lower on these guys and a couple other things like the cats are $1.50 or so lower and stuff like that than 6 month sales average. But that is now done, and then I can work on these guys and putting stuff away now. I can't resist is super sketchy listings for different items. So I just found a super sketchy listing on Facebook for some Lego, and I'm going to go through seeing whether or not it ends up actually being a legitimate listing at a really good price or a complete scam. So right here it is 15 bags for $10. 10 bags for $15 a bag, and we can look through the bags and see some decent stuff. Like for example, there is here's the next one. We can see there's a I don't know if I think that's Django or is it Boba Fett? It's Jango Fett, I think. And then there's ones like in the next picture, there's a bag full of Darth Vaders and stuff like that. And so then there is that, and then excuse me, let me just actually log into Facebook. I think I have a Facebook account from when you used to get games, rewards in games way back when for linking your Facebook account and stuff like that. So let me see if I can log in. Let's see, is it the right password? I entered an old password. The password changed 3 years ago. You can reset your password. Try logging in again. Let's see. 1 second. I'm gonna get this. 1 second. Let's see. Nope, wrong thing there. Let me try that. Nope, that. I spelled that wrong. 1 second. Nope, I still spelled that wrong. I cannot spell for the life of me. Okay. Nope, still wrong. Okay. Let's try that. Okay, I think... Nope, wrong password. Well, I'm going to reset the password, and I will be right back. For the code loud, here's definitely an interesting one in spam. It's FBI notice. The FBI would like to bring to your notice that you have a pending transfer value of $10,500,000 in your name. Oh, these spam things are just sometimes too much fun to just ignore. I'm logged in now. So then, okay, so yeah, you can see the person who's selling them joined in 2023. Their condition is new. That's not looking too new to me. They're out in the middle of Timbuktu. I have no idea where this is. I mean, they've got a map thing, but like this here is where they are, this dot here, and I live down here somewhere. I have no idea exactly. I think it's like around here. Brampton. Where is Brampton? Never really used maps too much. Mississauga, I know that's close. Okay, here's Brampton. So I am here, and then they are up here. So that's like, what, a 5-hour drive or something? I don't know. But then that's where they are, and the listing just went blank. Let's refresh that. So then they also have some other stuff. I think if I click on this, yeah, we can see that they've also got another one here, and then some sketchy Pokemon ones as well, along with some sets. And did I click them all? There's that one, that, and that. Okay, I missed this one. But then as we can see, they've also got this one here, which is just a screenshot of something, so not sure why that's there, but this one's listed for 55 bucks. It's got Zuckus, which sells for more than that. And then they've also got this one for 40 bucks. He's worth not quite that much, but he's fallen a bit. But then there's some other decent ones in here. Excuse me. And then just some decent stuff. This one's like the most believable price from all of them. And then there's also this one here. It's got, actually, well, this one's probably a little bit more believable. It might not even be a good price, but it would probably just be worth it, because you've got like a Christmas Darth Vader and 4 Loms, decent Agent Callus. And then, yeah, so the Pokemon card ones, I have no idea if this is anything. I mean, like, presumably, since they're shiny, they're valuable. But no idea what that is in relation to 60 bucks. And then this one here is probably the absolute sketchiest. Have no idea what it is. And it's a sealed Lego Star Wars set for 35 bucks. Let's just check what the value is of this one right here. 75348. 75348. So there's this one here. It's loading. So this retails for 130 bucks, and then they listed it for 35 bucks and say they have no idea what it is. And it was just released this year, I'm pretty sure. So that's also sketchy. And then they also have a $60 one, which is I think this is like an $80 set. I don't recognize this set. I don't even know if that is a set. That's like a tie wing with it really confusing. And then just a couple minifigures, a green rock monster thingy, not rock monster, but Star Wars thing from like Tatooine, I think, a couple shadow troopers and stormtroopers and that guy, so yeah, it's that and a jet trooper from Battlefront, I think it is. And then they have It's Been Sitting for a While. So with all this super sketchy stuff, I'm going to message them and ask them, are they willing to ship it instead of local pickup or something like that, because I'm not going to be driving to that. But are they also willing to take a online payment like e-transfer or PayPal? So yeah, I'll message them and see what it is. Now crafted the message. It's just a simple message saying, hi, I'm interested. I was wondering if you'd be willing to ship it. I would pay full shipping costs and accept PayPal. It's saying, trying to correct accept to PayPal for some reason. As payment, as I'm too far away to pick it up or meet up. Hope to hear back. Stay safe, Jason. So then I'm going to send that message, and then yeah, we will see if this is a scam or actually something that's possibly real. I have my doubts. I'd say extremely small chance that this is real. I'm fully expecting it to either be a scam or to just never hear back. But yeah, it's too much fun to just leave these alone if it is real, or even if it isn't real, just for the fun of trying to go through seeing if it is real. So yeah, I'll see what the results are, and I'll keep it updated in the vlog. Either way, a lot more stuff has been stacked, so while we wait for the most likely never going to arrive response, then I will work on listing some more stuff. So yeah, my guesses are 1, it's a complete scam. The person is never going to do anything. Even if they respond, it's not going to they'll either send fake stuff or they'll send something else, or it's just going to be scam. So that's my guess number one. Guess number two, I'm never going to hear back. And the message will just stay unread forever, or maybe even marked as read, but just never hear back. Or option three, the goods are from like an ex or something like that, and they just want to sell them because either they were left at that person's place, or just wants to get revenge or something like that. Option four of them being theirs and then just not wanting them anymore is highly unlikely. So my guess is one of the first three options. If it's a different option, I would be extremely surprised. But yeah, we'll have to see what happens. But yeah, then I'll get to work on listing some stuff. So I will start with the macaroni bricks. And then there's some Technic connectors under that, and then some other Technic connectors, then some thingamajiggies, other things, a couple other things, and some other Bionicle thingamajigs. Then after that, there's some more Technic connectors, the ball joint things. I think this is like Bionicle feet or something like that. And then some more Technic stuff, just lots of Technic stuff and stuff like that. So yeah, I'll see how much of this I can get listed. Just got another 265 items, 25 lots for 56 bucks uploaded. So that's a couple more drawers filled up and a couple more stacks emptied. Yogurt time. So it's now back to work. It's the next day again. So those are the empty containers from yesterday that I forgot. My dad sorted these guys over here, so that's something that I'll have to work on soon. But I'll first try to get these Technic connector things done, and it looks like the entire stack is of them. Then after that, I'll try to get these ball joint connector things listed, just because why not? Then after that, I'll probably tackle these panels, just to try to get that done, and then I'll work on these guys, and then depending on how much time I have after, I work on this stuff, then I will see if I can get to some of those guys, but, I have to remember to take the card out, so I remember to pull orders, today, because tomorrow is a shipping day, so I'll put the cart to there. But yeah, I got the Lego set in the mail that I was buying for the end of the year just to get back in the rhythm. I'll hopefully be buying more soon, although I'm not entirely sure. But the thing is, I'm not sure if I should wait till Black Friday to see if it goes on sale or anything like that. Let's actually check. When is that? Let me just Google it. That is, oh, that's all the way in November. Okay, we're in October still. Okay, I thought that was this month for some reason. But yeah, then I guess I'll just continue buying them normally. And then when it's maybe early November, I'll start waiting to see if it goes on sale. Although the price I'm getting it at right now is already like a decent amount off. It's like its normal sale price is its regular price, so that's good. So then, yeah, I'll probably just get to work on this stuff and yeah, see if I can buy more soon. So another nice find is these guys here. As you can see, they are part number, other side, 61053 for both of them. Right, there's the other one, 61053, and those guys are 13 to 30 bucks a piece, and they are from this set right here. It's a Bionicle set. Bionicle has a lot of really valuable random parts for a lot of different stuff. The set is a little bit 300 new, 100 used, about so yeah, interesting overall. But yeah, that's definitely a nice find. I got two of them, so yeah. The couple of them worth $1, but most of them aren't worth too much. But yeah, definitely a nice find mixed in with all the stuff. Just finished with all the Technic and Bionicle stuff. This here is the damaged stuff that's not getting listed. So there's that container falling. So yeah, then there's that stuff there, filled up a couple of drawers. So currently at 319 items and 81 bucks for the day. So I'll leave that there. So now it is on to the 1x2 plate with bar things, and then after that it is just this stuff here. It's currently only still 5:40 p.m., so I got lots of time to list today still. So I should be able to at least finish this before supper and possibly start on this. So then, yeah, emptied a good amount of containers so far. Then let's just see what's left on the table over here. Upstairs is 2 stacks of containers being stacked. That's the missorted container. So yeah, then we've got the Technic spring things. I might actually just take this one over. It can be sorted a little bit, but the thing is, even for the springs, there's a whole bunch of different variations and stuff like that, so I'll probably take that one. But then there's these things, a couple pins and stuff like that. Oh, that's gonna be good fun. This one I'm going to take as well. I honestly do not look forward to working on that, but that one that's just not fun. And I thought I already listed those, but I guess I'm mistaken. Just a good variety of different things here. Thought I already listed that one over there as well. And then just some more stuff. Lots of interesting things left to work on. These here, a lot of them fell apart. I thought I listed those ones, I guess not. But yeah, lots of stuff over there. So I will take these containers over and work on them eventually. But yeah, overall good progress. And that table is just about empty. And then I can start on listing some of the stuff from the counter here or from some of these containers that are getting quite full. Well, I mean, they aren't getting any more full. They're the same full that they were way back when, but they are pretty full and just ready to be listed. So yeah, then making good progress. But then one thing that I am leaning towards doing for multiple reasons is for some of them, like this one here, I'm just not going to list them, at least not on Bricklink, because I was thinking if something meets multiple criteria, excuse me, I think I was thinking of 4 of them. One, if it is a high quantity of an item, basically if it's got more than like 20 or 30 or maybe even more than 50 of them, that would be criteria 1. Criteria 2 would be it's an extremely low value part. This here is 0.2 cents, well, it's 2 cents, 0.026 cents Canadian, so it's 2.5 cents, but just for simple math, because otherwise it'll probably think it's $1. 2 cents CAD to USD. It's, well, I can just open up a thing and type it in. 0.025. So yeah, it's between 1 and 2 cents American a piece. That's like extremely low value. So 1, it has to be high quantity. 2, it has to be low value. 3, it has to be a part that either isn't stackable or it's not something that helps for checking faster for damage if it's stackable. Like for example, if these here were what's another example? Maybe these things or something like that, that could stack well, then I would still list them most likely. And 4, if it's a color that won't sell well. So for example, blue and red and white and yellow, maybe this one is good, I'm not sure, are ones that are generally poor sellers because no one really builds with these for mocks and stuff like that. But if it's a color like light bluish gray, dark bluish gray, black, reddish brown, and maybe white, then it's fine because that stuff sells well, so it is worth the time, and those are usually higher prices. So I'm thinking if something hits those 4 criteria, then instead of listing it, I'll just add it to a bulk lot and then see if I can sell it on eBay for even a couple dollars a pound one day, and just add it to that backlog. So I think that is something for because it's the amount of time. Let's just say here, currently it's at $99.51. So even if I found, if I spent, well, let's say 10 minutes, and then I ended up with 50 good ones, then I go from 99.51 to 183. So if I spent 10 minutes driving myself crazy, it would go up, I already forget what that was, but it's like $1.25 or something like that. So, or yeah, but 10 or so. So yeah, then in addition to it taking up a lot of time for an extremely low return, it would also just take a toll because, for example, I've got all of these left, and so then if I'm just checking these bricks for damage for, well, this here, altogether, this is probably another 2 hours of work at least or something like that. So then also when you're just checking the exact same parts, it just drives you crazy over time. And so yeah, just that stuff and just some other reasons like that. It just seems like, especially at this low price point, that it's almost difficult to get any more value listing them on Bricklink than it would be to sell them by the pound at an auction. Even if I sell 5 pounds for $5 on an auction, it would still probably be just about worth it. Let's just check real quick. So it's part 2432 right here. So this part weighs 0.58 grams. So how many grams in a pound? Grams per pound. So there's 453. So if I have something that weighs 0.58 grams, then if that 1,000 of them, let's see, 0.58 times 1,000 would be 580. And what was the number again? Let's refresh this here to be 1 pound. So I need 453. So, but like, you get the point. It's like 800 or so. Let's just type in 800, 464, pretty close. So it's like 775 of them, 450-ish. Yeah, so about 775 of them. And they weigh that much. So then 775 at 2 cents a piece. So 775 times 0.02, that would be $15 a pound if I listed 775 of them, versus if I sell them in bulk, then 775, that would probably take an hour or so to list. But then if I sell them at bulk, even if I get about $5 a pound, let's just check on eBay real quick. Lego bulk bricks. And then, I mean, there's always these ones here, but then just to make it more realistic, I'll go to Canada only, and then auction here, and then sold for the auction right here. So we're looking at 22 pounds, so 120 divided by 22, it's about $5. That one sold for less than half, so that's like $2.50 a pound, about 5. So yeah, it seems to go for like $2.50 to $5 a pound. And I mean, this stuff does have theme stuff in it, but there's no minifigures in it. This seller sells the minifigures separate and stuff like that, so it's just overall generic stuff in comparison. So yeah, just if I can even get like $3 a pound or something like that for just stuff like this over time, the time saved when listing and all that stuff would just make it worth it. So I do think that for all those reasons, for some of the more generic low value parts, I'm just going to not list them. So yeah, just looking at some numbers, for example, with the blue one, I'm looking only at used condition. I'm not looking at new condition. But for used condition, there's currently 103,246 for sale. Let's actually refresh that one if it's changed. Nope, hasn't changed. And only 5,242 sold. So that is about 5% of them sell every 6 months. So yeah, that is an extremely slow seller. And this person's got 2,200 of them at 0 cents a piece. Yeah, definitely not wanting to sell them. Let's actually just curious. $5 for 2,000 of them. Didn't even hit their minimum buy. That is just crazy. So yeah, it's just stuff like this. It is just not worth it to list. So yeah, then I'm looking at this. There's a 5% sell-through rate. Oh, it's actually 3 cents a piece. But it's just not worth it. So now let's check the red ones over here. There is 92,000 for sale, 4,000 sold. Not worth it. I think about 3 cents is the mark where if it's 3 cents or maybe even 4 cents or lower, basically sub 5 cents, it's probably not worth it. Then let's check a yellow, and if it has like a small sell-through rate, like this one, 131,000 for sale, and then there's only 7,300 sold at 3 cents a piece. It's not worth it. So let's look at the next one. We've got the white ones. There is 83,000 for sale, and only 5,000 sold. So yeah, this one here is just not really worth it as well. And I know the thing is this can lead to like a snowball effect where I start just not listing anything. But the thing is, I've got a massive backlog, and if I want to get through it in my lifetime, I've got to be at least somewhat selective. And the thing is, it's not like it's going to apply to everything. It's just for specific low value items. Like for example, if I just get a 2x2 plate, it's a generic item here. So let's just get this up, and then let's just look at lime for example. It's probably a bad example, but let's see here. 95,000 for sale, 11,000 sold. That's a decent sell-through rate in comparison. So for something like that, sure, I'll go through and sell it. Then let's just check a more common color like green. It's got 60,000 for sale and 20,000 sold, and it's over 6 cents. So even a very common thing like a 2x2 plate is something that would be worth listing. So yeah, it's just that type of idea, which I'm thinking of. And the thing is, I still will sell it just for like $2 a pound tops as bulk. Next up is reddish brown. There's 78,000 for sale and under 7,000 sold, and it's a 3-cent part. And yeah, the only times it's sold in quantity seems to be at 0 cents a piece for that stuff there. So yeah, this one here is just, it's almost worth it. If it was 4 cents, I might, but it still is an extremely low sell-through rate, sub 10%. So yeah, then next up would be black. Let's see here. There is 160,000 for sale and 15,000 sold. If I'm not mistaken, that's actually a worse sell-through rate than the previous one. Let me actually check. Percent calculator. Okay, let's get this up. Okay, so then we were looking at reddish brown. So a quantity of 6,901. 6,901 is what percent of 78,066? So that is 8.83% sell-through rate compared to, with this, 15,872 with 162,820. So it goes from 8.83 to 9.7. So it is actually a higher sell-through rate. So yeah, for something like this, I think I will list it because it's got a much, well, not much, but it's got a decent sell-through rate. Like, it's not like something that never sells practically. So yeah, this one here, I probably will go ahead and list it. Let's check dark bluish gray. I think I'll be listing it. Let's see, 11,128. Yeah, that's about the same. And then light bluish gray, it's got 157,000 and 16,000. See, I think like this here is like the lowest I'll be listing stuff. It's got a decent amount for sale, but it's also got a decent amount sold. So for these ones here, I'll be listing these guys, but not listing these guys. And so this will, over time, hopefully save lots of time, meaning I can get lots more listed, which will hopefully, on an overall level, help. So yeah, just putting them in this container here for now. Talk to the people, my dad and my sister, who do a lot of the sorting, and they didn't really care that I was not listing all of the stuff that they were sorting. So that is a little bit nicer, because in that way it doesn't drive me crazy, because they do put a lot of time into sorting it. And the thing is, though, I still am going to be listing most of what they sort. It's just trying to explain that thought process just for future reference and stuff like that as needed. But now I can finish up with these and see if I can empty the table. Just finished with the last of them, so all in all there's 1,027 and 60 lots for 110. So that is now finally done. Got through all of these containers today so far. It's now 9:20 p.m. I'm gonna pull orders. I've got only a couple on eBay, 1 on Brickowl and 10 on Bricklink. Don't think there's any details. Yeah, it's just usernames. So yeah, I've got 87 lots on Bricklink, and the one on Brickowl is 1 lot. It's just 1 head. So yeah, another order for South Korea. It's the 3rd one in the past few weeks. So that's interesting, considering I haven't really had many before. Yeah, I'll get to work on pulling these orders, and then depending how much time I have after that, I will try to get through these 2 containers. And depending on how much time I have, I'll either work on these guys or call it a day. So yeah, I was just about to pull orders, and then I was on ChatGPT real quick, and it looks like I finally have the image thing added to my account. It was being rolled out to accounts over the span of 2 weeks since it was released, although it's been just over 2 weeks, and I hadn't gotten it yet, but then I just got it now, so that is pretty exciting. Because then for programming and stuff like that, it's difficult to try and explain things at times. So being able to now use an image in the conversation, and before you could add files and stuff like that, but now you can add images, and that just makes it a lot nicer to use again. Yeah, that was a exciting addition, because I saw it for about 2 weeks now, and I've been wanting to use it, but my account just hadn't had it on it yet. So yeah, it was finally done. So yeah, then this here's the one brick owl order. Is this head here, multiple bite marks for $7.21, and that's the entirety of the brick owl orders being shipped out. It was a slower shipping day than for these past 2 or so weeks than it has been prior to that. So, but that happens every now and then. It's not the end of the world. That's the good part about still being able to live with your parents, I guess, is that rent, although you have to pay it, you aren't going to go broke if you have still a couple months or something like that. Yeah, then going to pull the other orders. So yeah, just see what the first one is. Just don't want to accidentally show any information. Just going to load it up first. Okay, so then the first one, they got a sword, a couple of Zamorspheres, cloth, and a couple of jewels, and another Zamorsphere, and then another crystal thing, or a 5-point crystal. So since I got a cloth piece, that means I'm going to need a small bag. Yeah, then I will start pulling this order. Got another 200 medium envelopes for $30 because I got the shipping coupon. Yogurt time. Just shipped out all the orders, so now it is time to get back to work. So yeah, then today I'm going to start with these two containers. I'm going to start with this one here with all the spring Technic things and the bolts that are mixed in and stuff like that. So this will be the first one to start with. And then after that is going to be this one here, which is not looking like too much fun. There is just a lot of bands that are difficult to separate between the types, but hopefully at least they're color coordinated. Like for example, red is only in size 1, 3, and 5, and then I can easily separate between that. But if it's in every single size, then that's not going to be fun. Yeah, then I'll get to work on this stuff now. So I've decided for these bands, since a lot of them have wear and are out of shape and stuff like that, and there are some that just aren't Lego that I mixed in, that looked like a elastic from braces or something, and stuff like that. These here, although some of them have some value, like most of them are about $1, $1.50-ish each, but the thing is, a lot of them are also worn. Some of them might not even be Lego. Like that just does not look like Lego. It's maybe an out of shape one of those, I don't know for sure. But yeah, then these guys here are just going to be put into a used lot. So yeah, a whole bunch more has been sorted again with these already over here. It's the 2 sharp 2 round for those, and then I'm just finishing up with the 4 round for the corners of the brackets, and then it's on to the 4 sharp sides for the brackets, and then those guys are done. Then I've got a whole bunch of hinges to work on, and then some of these things, and then some base plates, and so then all that stuff is stacked up. And so yeah, now on this table, the next step being sorted is this stuff here. It's just this stuff. Don't really know how else to explain it. It's just that stuff. And then next up is just 1, 2, 3. These here are all different ones, but in general, there's not much per thing, so it's overall not bad. It's like this stack here, even though each container is different, is about the equivalent of this one stack here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stacks left on this table, and then this table is completely empty again. And yeah, then can start. Progress on the boxes over here, which are probably going to be the first ones up. So yeah, then probably going to tackle these 4 stacks here. And then there's this stack, and then the bottom one here, and then a couple of these things here, and then it'll probably be the counter after that. Yeah, still lots to go, and I'm starting to wonder if I might get this done within the next 3 years. Just finished with the last of the brackets, so there's all in all 459 of them. This is the second container of them that is to damage the list, so that's done now. Next up is the hinges. So yeah, some of them have been separated, some of them are still together, and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm just going to go through them and list as many as I can. Starting off strong with the dark red hinge, which goes for 12 to 19 bucks, so that's not bad. In Canada, yep, about that mark, not bad. And it is exclusive to one set. It's this one here, Blue Eagle thing. Let's see if I can get the picture up. There we go. It's just an ogle. I think that's the theme is from, or no, it's not ogle. I know ogles are in it because I see an ogle there. Let me see, 1 second. It's from the Arctic thing. Alpha Team, that's the name I was looking for. Alpha Team, no, ogle, the thingamajig. But yeah, it's just from that stuff there. So that is a nice find. The medium azure are actually from the Mystery Machine and go for $3.80 a piece. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of those. So that's nice. And then let's just see here. None of the others are exceptionally expensive. I did like gray. Not sure if I have any yet. But yeah, not bad. Finally finished with the hinges, and it definitely took a toll on my fingers. Probably won't pick it up on the camera, but they are not so happy right now. Yeah, they are all finally done. And so all in all, there is 1,020 items in 36 lots, with lots of different hinges and brackets and stuff like that. Well, actually just hinges and brackets, nothing else. Yeah, like 155 of these hinges, and with like at least 20 to 30 of those being ones that I had to assemble. It just, which doesn't sound like much, but it's an extremely tough thing to connect them. And just doing that for that 155, that one has 61, 87, 15, 35, 93, 74, 16, and just stuff like that. It adds up, and it took quite a while. It's now past 10 p.m. But that's 1,000 items for $164.45. That is now uploaded. Then I also got some of the springs and stuff like that uploaded this morning. Some of those were like $10 a piece. There's 4 of those ones, and then a couple others. So all in, I'd say about 200 or so ish listed today, just used parts, which for used parts isn't bad. Then tomorrow, when I start again, then I can make some progress with all of these guys. But gonna call it a day now. Yogurt time. Just got back from Canada Post. It's a Saturday, but I had a package to pick up, so I was had to go get that. And this one here, I'm not sure what the dollar-wise value of it was, but had to go pick it up. So then there's that, and so yeah, went to the store. I went to the store for something. I can't remember what. I might have I needed a couple of these, and then they had the cheapest for quantity, and so then I picked up a couple of them, and I did not order these wings, but they included one set of wings for free apparently, so there's that. I only needed one though, but I got a few extras because it never hurts to have spares. And so there's that, and then I got these torsos because they're like 10 cents a piece. I'd say there's a 50-50 chance that they're brittle brown or brittle dark red, but can't really go wrong at like 10 cents a piece. So there's that, and they're all brand new, so that's why. Then got a couple of legs. I needed some for minifigure. Then got these guys here for dimensions. Just a couple parts for Mario, Minecraft, and Harry Potter. Then a couple Chima headgear things. I don't even think I needed those. Then a couple parts for rebuilding minifigures. And then some heads that I want to say are Lord of the Rings, but they just look different. I'm gonna actually check that. I'm curious. Then a Tusken Raider, and then some droid torsos because they were a good price. Let's actually just check that. Whose head is that? Bricklink orders. This is Poland. Okay, 1 second. Poland. Okay, so it was this order here. See, I got 100 of those. Okay, so it's these heads here. Oh, it's from Stranger Things. Okay, so yeah, it's Stranger Things, and they're just like a few cents, like 30 cents each. So I just picked up a couple just so that I had some. So yeah, then I'm going to go through this order, and yeah, just gonna confirm I did not order those wings. Yeah, this here is the order. It's just that there's no wings, but I know in the past I ordered from them and actually. Oh no, I didn't order from them in the past, but I know in the past I ordered wings and I was missing one, and it was also from a Poland store, so maybe that person knew the other person and just included them because I didn't get all the ones I ordered. Who knows? There's probably some reason, although I'm almost certain this is more than 100 of them, but yeah, they've got like so many of them that it's who knows. But yeah, there's that stuff. So I'm gonna go through this order. But yeah, this is the end of the vlog. So thank you for watching. If you got this far, today I'm going to start listing this stuff here. These are the last two containers from the table again, and it seems like I am getting a good head start on all this stuff, keeping ahead of the stuff getting stacked because it used to just build up extremely fast on the table, but lately I've been listing it as fast as it's stacked, and I think today might be the day that I actually get ahead of that and then actually have to start working on some of the stuff over here because I think I'm faster than the sorting this time, so that's nice. So then I'll try to tackle a couple of these. I'll probably work on these ones here because they don't really need too much sorting and stuff like that, and so I'll probably work on that. But yeah, lots of work to do. So thank you for watching. If you got this far, today is a Saturday, so the next vlog should be out on Wednesday. And then an update on the Facebook thing if it loads. Let me just get that there. Yeah, there's been absolutely no response or anything like that. So yeah, it is just, let me just get the message thing up. Yeah, just messaged here and there's no response at all. So it's been 2 days, although it doesn't show the hours. It's been pretty close to 3 days now. And yeah, just no response. So that was what one of the options I was expecting it to be. So yeah, nothing to report on this, I guess.